morning. And welcome to Breaking Dawn.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Hope that you all are having a great day today.
Yes, man.
TNT.
We hope everybody's having a terrific day. It is Fantastic Friday. It's a fantastic Friday every Friday when it's Friday.
I can't afford this.
We got to say good morning to all of our viewers regionally and, of course, those on social media. We just love you. And this morning, well, Trini Kickbox is going to be in a little bit later on this morning, and he's going to be talking about items. If you want to go to the gym, he's going to be talking about things that you could utilize at home, normal household items that you can use to exercise. And he has a little video that he's done. Also, we have an artist by the name of Khadija. Khadija is going to be here. Khadija Jeremiah, she has a music video, and she's going to premiere it today. That's a little bit later on this morning. That will be in the second half of the second hour. But inside the first hour this morning, it's all about sabbaticals. Some news coming down there yesterday from in the post-cabinet media briefing. In terms of the sabbatical, which we'll get into just a little bit. We also have a situation that took place at Cadell Trading with the warehouse workers who were protesting quite silently about the conditions at work. Apparently, they are saying, and we went down there, and they told us that they had no problem working extra hours once they were being properly compensated for it. Yeah. Which is just fair, right? However, that was not the case according to them, and we're going to give you that particular report a little bit later on in this hour, because I contacted, or rather one of the workers contacted me and sent me a message on Facebook telling me that when we left on Wednesday, they were sent home. They got, and he put the letter, everything there on the Facebook page. During the break, I will ask the director to go to the messages that he sent.
Wow. With
the documents that he sent, sending them home. So, you know, and the workers down there were telling me some things, man, that I was like, wow, people really working under those conditions, right?
But I hope they're seeking legal.
No, you hear the report.
All
right. It's about 25 of them.
They all were dismissed?
Well, some people got different letters, but yeah. Oh, look, he gave me a thumbs up there. He just messaged me. And he gave me a thumbs up in the messages here. But we'll get to that inside this first hour.
Wow.
You wanted us to come back yesterday, but I only saw the message this morning. And somebody's asking me now, I'm seeing a message here on the Facebook page asking, can a principal stop a child from school because he reported that a teacher hit him?
Who you reported to?
Well, apparently the principal, because the principal stopped him from coming to school. Apparently. But that's something, we'll get more information on that before we ask any questions.
A lot of questions inside of it.
In the meantime, we're 3 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. Unfortunately, the PEP will not be in this morning. It has, and before people started to go mad on social media, it has nothing to do with anything to do with any discussion we had yesterday or what took place on the Cold Truth. The representative messaged me this morning and she said that she could not get her caretaker to come stay with her child at this early hour. The caretaker can't reach until 10 a.m. And apparently, you know, that took place kind of last minute, and she had to cancel. But nevertheless, they did send me a flyer.
Did they cancel or reschedule?
No, well, cancelled, because it has to be cancelled because the rally is Saturday.
It's coming here. Okay.
It's Saturday, boy. They have a rally Saturday, I think it is. Let me just get an email here. Anything you want to add social media before we jump into the thing?
Nothing has popped up as yet, but good morning to everybody on the social media. It's always a pleasure to have you all with us each and every morning Good morning to Foster, the crew, and they in Toronto right about now. They're locked on with us. Good morning going out to Sammy. Sammy, good morning going out to you. Always a pleasure, my brother. Trisha is on this morning as well too. So good to have you on. And mommy, good morning, my mom. My mom, it's 3 weeks and counting before she goes to check her cast. So
okay, brilliant.
Yeah, just counting down. She's
That's
frustrated.
Great.
She has her cookie here though.
Once she have a cookie,
she has her cookie. She has her cookie. Yeah. She has her cookie, so she's inside.
Anytime you have a cast on boy.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
I think in 2018 they'll come up with some kind of technology to avoid
that. Huh?
At least the itching, boy.
A powder, something.
Something, boy. So the Progressive Empowerment Party will have a public meeting, not a rally, but a public meeting.
Okay.
On Saturday. That is tomorrow from 6 p.m., the 10th of March, 6 p.m. at the Oakland Recreation Club, Light Pole 231 Brazil Village, Talparo Main Road. And it's called the Mission to Rescue Trinidad and Tobago starts here. Featured speakers will be political leader Phillip Alexander, Chairman Felicia Holder, and Security Advisor Richard Blaze. All right, and you could listen to it live on Facebook at PEP Trinbago. And you can also hear them on 104.7 FM where Mr. Voice works.
Yeah.
So, but they won't be able to come in because I would have liked to hear what would have been
some of the issues.
Some of the issues they're going to, and if they're going to tackle this particular issue with the CJ. But in the meantime, let's get straight down to it because I want to take as many calls as possible in this first hour. So, front page of your news there. I want you to magnify that to the bottom. I want people to see that clearly. It says, government on CJ's leave. What sabbatical? Nobody knows. And this is the same thing Justice Gobin was saying yesterday. Is that, to their knowledge, there is no such thing as a 6-month sabbatical. Now we're going to get this story. Right? We're going to get this story. Government on CJ's leave. What sabbatical? Now, I won't read it because we have the story. Right? Dillian now, below that on page 3, Dillian, that's Dillian Johnson, challenges the CJ and says make US forensic reports public. Dillian Johnson, who is said to be a friend of Chief Justice Iba Archie, has challenged the CJ to produce the US forensic reports which allegedly prove photos of Johnson and his WhatsApp messages are fake. Right? He has also urged President-elect Justice Paula May Weeks to call on Archie to make the forensic reports public. Johnson's call for disclosure was made in an email statement from the Peter Tatchell Foundation in the United Kingdom. Its founder, British human rights advocate Peter Tatchell, is representing Johnson in his UK asylum bid.
Wow.
Tatchell previously said Johnson was gay and alleged that attempts had been made to silence him.
Okay.
In his statement, Johnson said, I am concerned that there is a homophobic element to these issues. And the article goes on. And of course, this has to do with everything that has taken place and all the allegations laid against the CJ with his relationship with Dillian Johnson. Okay? Now, Law Association, there's another article here, headline says, Law Association should focus on late prisoner arrivals. One major factor to the delay in trials is the late arrivals of prisoners.
Okay.
And according to our High Court Judge Maria Wilson, these delays are what the Law Association and other related bodies should focus on. Wilson was presiding over the start of a trial in the San Fernando High Court, third Assizes, on Wednesday when she made the remarks. All right? For there to be gender equality, men must be allies. Trinidad-born Canadian MP, Dr. Is it Heidi Fry or Heidi Fry, has said gender equality cannot be achieved without men. She was speaking yesterday at the Celebrating Solidarity Coffee and Conversation International Women's Day 2018, hosted by the women's group Umbrella Association Interclub and the High Commission of Canada, and held at the residence, wherever it was held. The event also saw the launch of the campaign #CaribbeanMenCan, which feature which featured local men of influence providing statements on video expressing solidarity with women's empowerment. Fry said she was happy to see men standing and speaking out. We need them. We cannot achieve gender equality without men.
True.
Okay. AV Drilling CEO charged. Hanif Nazim Bashk, the CEO of AV Oil and Gas, was arrested at his San Francisco penal home yesterday by police from the Professional Standards Bureau after several months of investigation. Bashk, aged 63, was taken by officers to the San Fernando police station where he was charged with obstruction of justice. He is due to appear before a San Fernando magistrate today. This was to do with the assault of Guardian photographer. So we didn't get to the fake oil yet, which is the bigger issue.
So they're dealing with
Yeah.
They're dealing with that before they even move over to the more important thing.
Well, yeah.
But maybe to the Guardian.
The assault first.
Maybe the Guardian
they're
pursuing
it.
They're pursuing it a little faster.
There's a headline here that has to do with the robbery that we showed you yesterday morning. Toddler weeps as mom cuffed and robbed. A day before International Women's Day, a woman was attacked, beaten, and robbed by a man in Woodbrook while she was walking with her 2-year-old son. 2-year-old son, you know. The child wept as he watched the man cuff his 26-year-old mother in the face, push her to the ground, and try to steal her handbag in broad daylight on Gala Street in Woodbrook. That is the same robbery that Gary Griffith sprung into action, the Brown Panther, as he's becoming popularly known. Gary, good morning. All right.
The Brown Panther.
But Gary's not a red man. Gary's not a red man. Anyway.
He's the Brown Panther. Let's move on.
All right. Jawala awarded $150,000. Former Central Bank Governor Jawala Rambaran was awarded $150,000 yesterday to be paid by the Sunshine newspaper for a December 2016 article about his then ongoing divorce. That could be many of one that the Sunshine will have to face. All right. A new sentencing for 82 killers. 82 death row inmates who was sentenced to hang over 2 decades ago but had their death sentences commuted to life imprisonment are to be resentenced with clearly defined prison terms. Chief Justice Ivor Archie and Appellate Court judges Alice York Suhan and Mark Mohammed yesterday ruled that sentencing judges have a full range of sentencing powers available to them and a discretion to impose prison terms other than life. All right, so these are some of the headlines. Look at here, any papers? Cadell Trading fires 25. I didn't even know this was in the paper this morning. We go get to that story in just a little bit because I was following up that story, you know. I think we're the only media house that went down there and covered this story, And I go tell all about the actions of the security, how they operate with the workers when we got there. But in the meantime, give me the sabbatical not law clip. This was yesterday. Take this in, courtesy CNC3.
Oh.
Boom.
Before you go, you going? Are you going? Good morning, Alika. Good morning, Nasha. My daughters are up and on, and they're watching this morning. So say hi to them. They're
hi. Good morning.
Hi,
good
Alika,
morning.
Nasha. Good morning, darlings.
All right. Morning, girls. Yeah, we ready. Sabbatical not yet.
Yesterday,
it's the first post-cabinet media briefing in 6 weeks, and it seemed to center around one theme: sabbatical leave for judicial officers.
There is, in fact, no such term and condition, and that report did not have it as a recommendation that there be any sabbatical period for judicial officers. I've said very clearly, and I have looked at it personally as well, that it does not exist in law. So I don't want to get into a realm of speculation as to if this existed in law, what if, and I'm certainly not going to be drawn into that because that is not the factual situation before us.
Mr. Young says the Prime Minister has since written to the President to inquire under which policy leave to the Chief Justice was granted. But will his concerns be addressed before Mr. Archie leaves on Sunday, March 11th?
Well, I can't guarantee anything for anybody, including and more so the office of the President.
This is as far as Minister Young says the Prime Minister can intervene. He says the office was only quote-unquote consulted about the appointment of Justice Alan Mendonça as Ivor Archie's replacement.
At the end of the day, there's a consultation process. The decision maker is the President. in circumstances like this, if I were advising the office of the president as a lawyer, I would say you cannot ignore what has been raised with you. You need to address it frontally.
But the issue of sabbatical leave has garnered much attention, especially within the judiciary. Leaked documents suggest some judges say they have no knowledge of the added perk. But exactly 1 month after the Chief Justice's leave was approved by the President, the Administrative Secretary of the Chief Justice advised judges on March 5th, quote, sabbatical leave is available to judges subject to the exigencies of the job, end quote. Here enters the age-old question of the relationship between law and morality.
Let's just say that this sabbatical leave does exist in some policy or document and it is legal. Does that make it ethically okay? And I'm asking that in the context of other judges publicly saying that they don't know anything about this, and it would seem to be that the Chief Justice has the first go at this facility.
As you would know by now, and as I always answer, I'm not in the realm of speculation.
In the absence of a pointed reference to a policy outlining and guiding the sabbatical leave for judicial officers, many questions remain unanswered regarding the conduct of the Chief Justice in being...
Open the phone line. This is...
That is.
Incompetence is not even the word I want to use. It must have a stronger word than incompetence, right?
On whose part?
Well, I don't know. Or the office of the president, I don't know.
For those who don't know, sabbatical, a period of paid leave granted to a university teacher or other worker for study or travel, traditionally 1 year for every 7 years worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Stephan and Voice. How are you going, guys?
Yeah, man.
They go Central here.
Yeah, they go. Sabbatical leave, not law. So how we
get through? Plain and simple.
Yeah, how we get through?
Boy, remember I said that yesterday? Who was the person authorized?
Yeah, go ahead.
You understand? Who was the person that authorized this? You understand? They say, well, now they say, I think yesterday they say the president, now the government, and not about it.
No, well, the president in the earlies, about 2 days ago, it was established in the news that the president approved it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, at least his signature is there.
It had to go through the president.
At least his signature is
Correct.
there.
But how the government or the cabinet don't know?
No, but remember, they were advised on it. Remember, he had to go through the president, you know. He had to apply through the office of the president for this, you know. The government really not under. Remember, it's two separate.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But it look how it looks publicly.
Right.
You understand? You have a government that's already disconnected from the people, right? I know you have a judiciary on what's the correct word, boy? I want to use a word. That a judiciary that's on its own agenda, if you want to call it that. By the head, by the Chief Justice.
Right.
Right? And the whole situation is being put into a tailspin as to whether or not he's entitled, or as to what are the reasons why he really going. And then you have the whole impact on the society, because you have people waiting on
cases,
rulings that this man have to put down.
Right.
You understand? And he's not at his post.
Exactly.
You understand? And it's being treated as if it's a normal thing. You know, he can do what he wants. He's above and beyond reproach. We have a major problem in this country, and it is always rule of law. Law in this country don't mean nothing to nobody. Anybody could do what they want, how they want, when they feel to, and to hell with anybody else.
Wow.
All right.
Anyway, guys, as usual, fantastic job, and
yeah, man.
keep up the good work.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
You see,
yeah.
Someone was telling me the other day how it look like if I'm working with you, and I have a boss, and you're the supervisor. And normally I would come to you and ask you, you're the parliament, and the boss is the president. And I pass around here back and say, hey, boss, me and the boss good enough. So I talk to him and say, hey, come up now, the boss did it.
Morning.
I had to leave. And he said, yeah, go ahead now, man.
Stephan, good morning, Mr. Voice.
Morning.
This Chief Justice case spins a web that when you look behind, it frightens you. I was shocked to find out, allegedly, that Madam Justice Kangaloo's brother was related to Senate President Kangaloo, and Senate President Kangaloo is related to our Minister of Education, and it goes on and on, frightening, and we all belong to one party. What do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, it is frightening. Everybody is so related and belong to the party, allegedly. What do you expect? And you expect exactly what Mr. Archie is doing. He can do whatever he wants, and the alleged Prime Minister and whoever President can say they don't know nothing. And so we spin a web. Oh, what a web we spin. Thank you. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
Good morning.
All right. Okay, we'll squeeze 2 more before we take the first break. What sabbatical?
And that is the question. If it's not in the laws,
how we apply for it? Morning.
How could he?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, morning.
First time caller.
Yeah.
Emma, welcome. Where you from?
So, you all remember when the Chief Justice Sharma was found out of office? Do you remember that? Right, karma is, I don't say the word, but what goes around comes around, the man. And listen, woman, the caller just now made a pertinent point. All of them in the same circle. The law is only for the poor and the downtrodden.
Right.
I'm not going to come out of this like everything else. It's just going to be swept under the carpet. So at the end of the day, where do law-abiding citizens stand in this country? Thank you, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
Where are you calling from, by the way?
Trinity.
All right, nice, man. Nice to hear from Trinity.
Yeah, man, pleasure.
Yep, we're going again. Take another one.
Because that real strange. If it's not there, how did he sign off? Was it something that they say, something for the Chief Justice, and he just signed? Didn't read it?
I have. Morning.
Did they catch him on a busy day?
I have no idea.
You know that kind of, the Chief Justice one time leave. Oh, leave, yeah, sure, sign off on that. I know you tired. And he maybe just signed and didn't even read it.
But I don't know. Morning.
Maybe that could be the scenario.
Good morning, Stephan.
Yeah, boarded.
This is Janice Leamon, the Creaky Progressive Empowerment Party PRO.
Yes,
Hey, good morning,
Janice.
I just wanted to call in and correct a statement you made just now. The majority of people know that I have one son who is 18 years old.
Okay.
So it's really my parents.
It's your parents?
Yes.
All right, when you said caregiver, yeah.
Written. So the caregiver called and said that you couldn't come in until about 10 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I don't want people telling me how it is your child is 18 and you have to stay home.
All right, no problem.
Come in.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I just thought I'd clear the air on that one.
All right, cool, no problem.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. So it's the parents, not, yes, nice.
Yeah.
All right, morning, Janice. So I'll tell you what, with that, we've got to take a short break. When we return, more judges have made a call for the CJ to step down, and the Law Association is moving forward with its appeal. So we'll talk about that after the break. Stay tuned.
Hold on. Good morning to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is on with us this morning, and Houston, Texas as well is on the inside again. Good morning, good morning, guys. Great.
Yep.
Joshua Andrews was a 15-year-old student killed along with a PH taxi driver, burned to death. Amy was a 4-year-old raped, sodomized, and beaten. Shannon Banfield, I don't need to repeat that story because you know that story. Has this country done anything to protect her or women like her? This is why we are here this evening. We are standing before you and you are here with us because this country desperately needs to implement protection for all women, men, and children.
as leader of the youth arm, I want to make sure that the youths are represented in the plans and the policies. If we don't do this, then all hope of TNT is basically going to be lost.
Madam Speaker, we will rebuild the security architecture which will be adequate to the requirements of our country. We will move swiftly to establish a joint border patrol agency to manage the security and integrity of our open and vulnerable borders. You ever hear Phillip talk about that? Phillip always saying, if we fix the borders, we stop the guns, you know. They're talking since 2016. They haven't put one thing in place yet.
Because of the PP's policies and procedures that they use to formulate everything. Once you follow those policies and procedures, you find yourself getting results.
Integration of sport, education, and social development. I believe the three go hand in hand.
Think about where we are as a nation, and you will understand why the time is now for us to create a new political vehicle outside of everything that is represented in that power.
It's royal, calling all my seafood seekers. Daryl's famous food Tobago, best food for the season, let's go. You want a fish combo? Daryl's. You want a shrimp combo? Daryl's. The famous fish finger, or a veggie pizza. Daryl's. You want a fish sandwich combo? Best food for the season, let's go. My seafood seekers, a Daryl's famous food Tobago. I'm royal, you're 2 times reigning Tobago, so come on a king. And I'm saying come down at Daryl's famous food Tobago, located in Crown Point opposite the Cocoa Reef Resort. Daryl's famous food Tobago, your taste of the Caribbean.
Nabi's Medical Marketing, the one-stop shop for all your surgical and medical supplies. Presently specializing in pharmaceutical, medical, and home healthcare supplies. Nationwide distributors for pharmacies, private and public hospitals. Fully stocked showroom with a complete range of home healthcare products. Wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and more. Sole distributors for the Cook medical range of products, including in vitro fertilization products, invasive as well as minimal invasive lines throughout the Caribbean. Currently supplies all IV solutions and dialysis products. Also available life support oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and much more. Now exclusive at Nabi's. Our latest addition, the new 6-in-1 mini lab, which can be used professionally or in the privacy of your home. Tests include glucose, total cholesterol, cholesterol HDL, cholesterol LDL, triglycerides, and hemoglobin. These machines are life-saving. Visit our showroom at number 5 to 6 Harris Street, Curep. Telephone 645-5577 or 662-7533. Nabi's, a company with 40 years of experience in the medical field.
Are you looking for a home away from home? Then the place you're looking for is Caribbean Tourist Villa, conveniently located at number 7 Methuen Street, Port of Spain, Trinidad, and fully equipped with cable TV and internet. Whether you're looking for that personal escape or it's you and friends, we're here to accommodate you in our air-conditioned rooms. So call us at 627-5423 or 624-6702 to make your booking today. And did I tell you about the pool? So come see for yourself. Caribbean Tourist Villa. It is definitely your home away from home.
Welcome to Alicia's Palace, your blissful getaway to absolute comfort. Beautifully nestled in the scenic St. Anne's Hills, paradise awaits every time you visit. Bring the family to enjoy the lush, eco-friendly ambiance and let Alicia's be your host. Indulge in tasty cuisine, swim in the pool, and stay in the spacious rooms at Alicia's Palace. Host your business meetings at their conference center, 1 3/4 mile post, Lady Chancellor Road, St. Anne's. Call 624-8553. Email info@aliciaspalace.com.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including manual and hydraulic crimpers, pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Okay, so we're talking about the sabbatical leave. The government yesterday at the post-cabinet media briefing, in case you just tuned in, said quite clearly, sabbatical leave for judicial officers is not law. If it does not exist in law, how did the Chief Justice get an application and then get it passed by the President?
Right.
Now, yesterday on page 3 of the Newsday, outspoken High Court Judge Justice Carol Gobin says judges have been battered, left ashamed and demoralized thanks to Chief Justice Ivor Archie.
Okay.
The article goes on to say under the heading, break is not an option. She said, quote, if the Chief Justice is not entitled to sabbatical leave under the law or by reason of the procedure he adopted in granting his own application, whatever that might be, then should we discuss whether his departure, if he should go as planned, might not constitute an abandonment of his office. I invite you all to take a position on this, please. End quote. In yet another email yesterday, or day before, it would have been, she said the correspondence of the CJ to the President gave the impression that he was applying for leave, but did not indicate that, quote, he had already applied to himself, granted it to himself, and was merely seeking His Excellency's permission to leave the jurisdiction to enjoy the benefit he had bestowed on himself.
That's a good job.
She said as far as she was aware, there was no adoption of the SRC's report, that's the Salaries Review Commission. She said, quote, did the Chief Justice consider that this approval of a draft in principle was sufficient to allow him to invoke the general policy for his own benefit with no rules or guidelines in place to assure transparency? Could the SRC or the committee have even contemplated this bizarre development? End quote. Now, Martin Daly on the flip end asks us a very serious question. In terms of the matter the ruling that went against the Law Association, they're going to appeal it.
Right.
Of course, it will have to go before the Court of Appeal where certain judges reside.
Right.
Daly is asking the question, where do you stand? Judges of the Court of Appeal who may preside over the legal contest between the Chief Justice and the Law Association are being asked to say openly if any one of them was part of the group that came out in defense of the Chief Justice. Making the call to the judges to state their position was Senior Counsel Martin Daly. A group of judges took the unusual step of paying for an advertisement in the Newsday on December 6th to outline their position to the public. In it, they said, CJ Ivor Archie at no time sought to change security arrangements for judicial officers, nor did he identify any security company to undertake the task. In response to allegations that he discussed the issue of security for judges with someone outside the judiciary. The judges who paid for the advertisement remained anonymous, and it could not be ascertained how many judges were behind it. In a statement yesterday, Daly said, quote, I believe that it is incumbent on any member of the Court of Appeal who is assigned to the appeal to state either in open court or in chambers, in the presence of all counsel, that he or she is not one of those who previously expressed support for the Chief Justice in the recent media release. And I think that's a very, very important thing. Because if any judge or group of judges are sitting on that Court of Appeal and they have already taken a side.
Yeah, it's biasness, and we know that all the law is supposed to be unbiased.
Right. Now, yesterday, more judges called for the CJ to step down. Run the step down clip for me.
Urged the Chief Justice to put the institution first and... Yesterday, outspoken Judge Carol Gobin did not cower in calling on Chief Justice Ivor Archie to step down. One day later, another senior member of the judiciary is putting pressure on the Chief Justice to step aside. In an email sent to his colleagues, Justice Frank C. Prasad writes, quote, "I am now at a place where, without reservation, I urge the Chief Justice to put the institution first and step down," end quote. A copy of the email obtained by CNC3 points to growing disquiet among some judges. While Justice C. Prasad remarks that internal communication of the judiciary is finding its way into the public domain, he says he does not have difficulty with the publication of his views. According to him, the Chief Justice's unilateral grant of sabbatical leave onto himself at taxpayers' expense amounts to an egregious abuse of office. He appears offended by the use of sabbatical leave, as the Chief Justice put it, to rest and reflect. He laments that serious allegations have been made against C.J. Archie, but to date his responses have been, at best, superficial. In their communication over the last few days, judges of the High Court have questioned the existence of sabbatical leave as a benefit for judges, and today senior attorneys asked the same question.
Who has the authority to grant this sabbatical? Where do we look to see that the President has the authority to give the Chief Justice a sabbatical? Where do we look to see what are the rules of the granting of sabbatical leave to members of the judiciary? And the whole thing stinks to high heaven, and it's clearly a soft landing that is being arranged in circumstances where there should be consequences for all of the shenanigans that have gone on in the office of the Chief Justice.
Senior counsel Martin Daly is convinced this was a nefarious arrangement to orchestrate an exit for the Chief Justice at a time when he faces immense pressure for his alleged actions. Senior counsel Israel Khan also questions whether the office of the President was misled into believing there was sabbatical leave for 6 months. He is now suspecting that this will cause the Prime Minister to trigger Section 137 of the Constitution.
Open the phone lines. Open the phone lines. You heard what they had to say. So apparently they are saying he granted everything unto himself. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, morning.
Good morning, Stephan.
Yeah.
The man stressed out. They don't leave him.
The man what?
The man stressed out. They don't leave the...
Yeah, but you can't...
Yeah, but he can't...
Yeah, the man stressed out.
But yeah, but he can't be alone to himself.
You ever hear the calypso from the Merrymen?
If what?
You ever hear the Merrymen sing a calypso? Archie bucked them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or either he's Steven Seagal, he's above the law.
All right.
Princess Tong.
All right, Princess Tong, thanks.
I'm saying, why can't he just... Why must he take leave at the expense of the people?
And the taxpayer. Morning.
Morning, Stephan. Morning, Voice.
Hi, good morning.
Stephan, where the citizens of this country have been for the last 50 years. This is Trinidad and Tobago, Stephan. Anything could happen. Just recently, the Prime Minister was saying that the Chief Justice do have nothing to answer to nobody. And the next Prime Minister now come and talking and next set of nonsense. I Stuart Young. What really going on in this country? They don't have no rules. They don't have no regulation. It's only the poor man that's had to face the brunt of the law in this country. We all know that. This thing could just die a natural death. A man allegedly steal $80-something million in oil, and they charge him for pushing down a man with a camera.
Yeah.
You understand? They're failing to open the children's hospital to help sick people, but their priority is to have 2 courts set up to sentence young children to go to jail. And I wondering if it is the same money that they take, that they pay in rent to Franklin Khan wife who owns the one in Faizabad, and to Barry Sinanan who owns the one in the north, the rental fee, if that would not be enough to pay to run the hospital. Where our priorities lies? Who are the citizens of this country? That is the question you have to ask.
All
Enjoy
right.
the rest of the morning, fellas, and have a good weekend.
All right, same to you. 20 minutes away from the hour, 7 o'clock.
Wow.
We're going again. Morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
One morning voice.
Yes, sir.
Trinidadians easily forget that the powers that you think I have, I do, and powers that I think I have, I don't. And the CJ may have given himself that leave, but I believe that he may have seen it in some other jurisprudence. And you know, it's only when you challenge things that it become law for you. And he's accustomed to that aspect of it. So he may have seen it in some other jurisprudence, and he decided to invoke it to see if it would suffice here.
Okay.
So that's the only sort of thing I see. But the president said he already told you that the powers that you think I have, I don't. So he may have the powers to grant that type of leave. I don't know.
Okay.
Different strokes for different folks. Have a pleasant day.
All right, cool. In terms of the jurisprudence, Justice Gobin in the article yesterday, just before I go to the next call, also said, she also questioned the choice of Archie's research topic on labor law jurisprudence. Really? Implications for the jurisprudence. In the industrial court jurisdiction, perhaps, this study is what the Chief Justice believes, even under the draft policy on which he relies, is something which will benefit the administration of justice and enhance the performance of his duties. I have my doubts. But then, this might have been obvious to anyone who was not considering his own application. There is wisdom in the age-old principle that prevents us from acting as judges in our own cause.
Yeah.
Apart from securing even the appearance of fairness, it ensures we don't look stupid down the line. Morning.
Good morning, fellas.
Hi, yeah, morning.
2 things here.
Sure.
One of the things that come to me is this. You know, many times things come out in the public as a form of abuse in this case because we don't know what has been practiced for years in the judiciary. I don't know what was taking place with these judges, if that was a norm, if judges go on long extended leaves, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Right? And if there is no legislation in place for certain things in this country, people just do what they want. And that is not just at that level, it's all over the country. There are people in state enterprises and government institutions that take 6 months leave, 5 months leave, 4 months leave because they allow the leave to accumulate. Right? And after a time, people get fed up with that and say, hey, you can't take that. Take payment for half of it, but you have to be in the workplace, right? That is number one.
Yeah.
Secondly, what is this now? I'm hearing and I'm reading something, but I want to ask you all guys. You all have any idea what is the crime that this man committed? Because what I'm seeing the press promoting is some alleged homosexual activity. I'm being straight with it. That is what I'm seeing, and I'm hearing. He has a friend in London hiding, and he was somewhere in Guyana at some meeting, and the guy was speaking, and all this kind of thing. So what is his crime? This is what I want to know. What is the guy's crime? Is it because he has acquaintances that are homosexual or something? And if that is so, and he knows people, or he speaks with people from the other side of manhood, is that a crime? That is number 2. Thirdly is that Mr. Frank C. Prasad should really shut up, as far as I'm concerned. Because Mr. Frank C. Prasad, many of his judgments were overturned. I don't know if you all could remember this, you know. Sometime last year, one set of his judgments were overturned because it is alleged that he was politically inclined, because he was someone that any judgment with these guys, Ram Logan and Ram Dinandi, he he would judge in their favor. He would present in their favor, if that is the word I'm supposed to use. They would get a favorable judgment because he was connected to the UNT, and the UNT had put his name here to be the president, to be the next president of this country. And then, Ms. Gobin, there is so much taking place in the judiciary. What about the backlog of cases? What about the backlog of cases? Anybody asking about that? All this attention to a man who probably have a homosexual partner. What about the backlog of cases in the judiciary? What about the night courts that people had promised? And right now we have people in prison waiting on court cases. We have people on bail committing crime, and all these serious things with regard to crime in the country are not being looked at by the same judiciary who's spending one set of time and resources to run up and down to appeal, to run up and down to get this man out. And what is the man's crime? This is what I want to know.
Yeah, well, he has
man's
brought
crime against it? Huh?
Okay, no problem. I'll explain it off here.
Okay.
Yeah. The issue here is that he has brought the office of the Chief Justice into disrepute. And there is a case of a potential case of misconduct in public office.
Right.
It has nothing to do with any acquaintance that is homosexual. That is just the sideline issue, or what the bacchanal issue that people are going to make it out to be.
A lot of people taking into
Deyanna Johnson has been very outspoken and has released pictures of that he has posted to the media and on social media.
That is his proof.
He's challenging the Chief Justice on certain things that he's denying. And there was the issue of him going, allegedly going to members of the judiciary and telling them to change his security firm. And to change it to a security firm where this acquaintance, Deyanna Johnson, was he was a consultant for.
Right.
So it have a play of nepotism there, right? And then there's the other issue outside of that. Oh God, what was the other one, boy? Oh, with the housing, which some people say he was entitled to refer housing to certain people.
A lot of ministers do that.
Right.
Everybody across the board does.
But now, caller, we are talking about.
You're still not saying it right, but go
yeah.
ahead.
But right now we are talking about the Law Association has challenged him because he's not answered the questions for the allegations that have been laid against him.
Right.
Right. This is a man who holds, I think, the third highest office in the land. Good. And the office has been brought into disrepute.
And now he wants to leave.
And the Law Association challenged him. The judge ruled that they should cease the investigation. So in other words, if the Law Association can't investigate the Chief Justice, who can?
True.
So is the Chief Justice above law, above everything in this country? Even the Prime Minister and the President? Because it seems like they are all don't even have any kind of
the man actually approve his own leave and
right.
And the leave.
Next is now, immediately following isn't it ironic that immediately following the judgment with the Law Association, he's granted a sabbatical leave of 6 months to rest, reflect and study. A sabbatical leave that, according to government yesterday, is not law. That, according to other judges, does not exist and is not law. And now, according to Justice Gobin, is something that he granted, and he granted to himself onto himself, and just basically went to the president to say, this is what they're saying, I need a signature on this.
Yeah.
This is madness.
That's what it is.
So
I was asking you before.
Crime? So he could do anything then.
That's what I was asking before, but perhaps he just went to him and said, I just need your signature. That's why I said before. It's just we seeing the president's signature.
Yeah.
But
so I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. When we return, we'll continue with some phone calls on this. Then we'll give you the situation at Cadell Trading.
Good morning, Alika Nasha. Good morning, good morning. They now turn on the television.
I'll give you the wave like I gave it to you some minutes ago. Bye, girl.
That's the wave? Good morning, Alika. Good morning, Nasha.
Eating for Lent is as easy as 1, 2, 3 at Royal Castle with their 3 tasty meal specials. Get the fish combo of 2 succulent pieces of fish, 1 side and a 16-ounce soft drink, or the fish sandwich combo of a tender, tasty sandwich, 1 side and a 16-ounce soft drink. The Castle uses the freshest fish with its famous enticing local seasonings. There's even a flavorful veggie combo option of a sandwich, a side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. Get more options from Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste for Lent.
Welcome to Regal Products, a household name since 1960. Regal produces a diverse range right here in TNT, all with the primary focus on high quality. From healthy and tasty nuts and snacks, including cranberries, raisins, sultanas, dates, and prunes, to trail mixes like Cranberry Jubilee, Hawaiian Medley, California Exotic, and South Beach, with nutrition-packed seeds like sunflower and pumpkin, and a tasty nut range which includes almonds, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, cashews, and the newly launched corn nuts. Regal Products for superb flavor, excellent quality, and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Prostat, the ultimate prostate formula with standardized herbal extracts used by thousands of men to ensure optimum prostate health and alleviate symptoms related to an enlarged prostate or BPH. Available at leading pharmacies and online at tntdrugstore.com.
St. Joseph, you're invited.
This Monday
It's about you and your future.
at the UNC Monday Night Forum.
At the St. Joseph Secondary School, it's about moving from a minimum wage
to a living wage.
It's about fixing our healthcare system and getting free education back on track.
It's about making you safer.
The UNC Monday Night Forum is in St. Joseph.
This Monday, 12th March,
at the St. Joseph Secondary School, formerly known as Curep Secondary.
Come out and join us.
This Monday
it's about taking you and TNT forward.
This Monday night
at the UNC Monday Night Forum.
The time is now.
Join us and remember, we are UNC and proud.
The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your #1 choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. #1, Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And #3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, we have one more break to take before we hit 7 o'clock, so we'll just take 2 calls on this same issue with the Chief Justice, and we'll get to some social media comments, and then we'll take the break. So let's go quickly. Back to the phone line.
Anything else?
Morning. In the meantime, go ahead, voice.
The very head, one comment, the very head of the judiciary in TNT has displayed a lack of ethics, professionalism, and blatant misconduct in public office. So what does that leave for the citizens? That is the role model citizens have in TNT.
Exactly. 622-9785, 628-693. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes,
morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. What's your
Morning.
comments?
I was calling in connection to ask a question, right?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Next caller. Apparently we lost them.
I have no idea why. Good morning, Sally. Pleasure to have you on with us again. Who else is coming up on our social here?
This also shows a gross incompetency on the part of the systems. This is a boy.
Some people make some statements. There's some comments I cannot read. Okay.
So you're telling me that anybody who sits in a big position could just sign off on any document, apply for anything, sign off on it for themselves, and get through? Morning.
Good morning.
So where the checks and balances? Where's the transparency?
Hi.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
I want to know what is the meaning of government. If I am in charge and there are things I cannot do, I cannot see about why I am in government. You understand? I am supposed to be controlling the country. Right? I am in charge. I have security and everything. I am in charge of that. Then how come I cannot fix the judiciary? How come there's a wall between me and the judiciary and I am the person who makes appointments?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Good points. Thanks a lot. Good questions.
Wow.
Has the Attorney General made a statement of any sort on this?
Not that I've seen. You think that he should?
I would think he should. You have any more social media comments?
Maybe he's reserving his comments till later. On social again, what all of you expect from the President and Prime Minister, them in the same ring, and the rest of the country sit down and waiting for the next poor people protest to open up their mouth and call them criminals because there's only poor people we could see as criminal.
Wow.
That's a strong one.
That's some strong words. Any more?
Oh, shock, somebody says he wants to go and spend some time with Dylan, leave him, let him go. That's not.
It's Deyanna, eh?
Deyanna.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Deyanna.
All right, so
sorry.
I tell you what, we gotta get to the break. But as we go to the break, I tell you what, and we wrap things up in this hour. Do we have a caller? No, good. Right, because we're going to the break, obviously. So I tell you what, don't forget, if you want to advertise with Synergy TV, we have the best advertising rates in town or anywhere. All right, these are the lowest rates possible for advertising. Just call the number on the screen there, 310-2666. I'm really reaching out to the small, medium-sized business people. Come, let's form a relationship, a business relationship where we can advertise your product, your brand, your company, your name, whatever the case is, and try and help your business to grow. Your business is not going to grow if you're not in the people face. People have to know that you're out there and you exist.
That's
all right? So call the number today and I guarantee you, I'll come see you personally. I'll come in person to talk to you and to go through the contract and everything and the advertising package and on how it's going to value your business, how it's going to be a value for your business and to help move your business forward. All right? So call the number 310-2666 and let's get going, people. All right? We'll be back after this.
This is Tactical Enterprise, leading wholesalers for all cell phone accessories, cell phone armored cases, auto box cases, tempered glass, memory cards, headphones, chargers, flash drives, and more. Located in Canupia, Trinidad, they supply cell phone store owners wherever they are, in Trinidad and Tobago or across the Caribbean. If you want to get high quality cell phone accessories at the lowest price, then check out Tactical Enterprise in Canupia. They work with and supply small, medium, and large retailers. So give them a call at 716-2900 or email them at tacticalenterprise@hotmail.com. They offer free delivery to any part of Trinidad and Tobago. Tactical Enterprise.
This is the Regal range of baking and cooking products. Regal became a household name in the 1960s with icing sugar, which still is the market leader more than a half of a century later, expanding to custard powder, baking powder, cornmeal, popcorn, rolled and quick oats, peas and beans. Regal continues to make cooking and baking more fun for everyone. With the #1 roti mix in the nation, we continue to expand our product range to meet consumers' needs. Regal products for superb flavor, excellent quality and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
The The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your #1 choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. #1 Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And #3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Pharmacist brands Vigorfort for women, scientifically formulated for women. It has been tried and proven and may be beneficial in women experiencing loss of feelings and libido, increased erotic and sensuous energy during intimacy to enjoy gratification, stimulating libido and increasing sexual dysfunction, balances hormone function for menopause, encourages balanced estrogen and estradiol levels in women. Available at all leading pharmacies and online at tntdrugstore.com. Caribbean distributors needed. Contact 760-9680.
Begin imagining with Value Optical and the start of the voyage of discovery with eyewear beyond your dreams. See the beauty beyond through lenses that transition you into the supernova of tomorrow. Open your eyes today and see your wonderland. Save up to 25% on wondrous eyewear style and technology. Visit us in-store or online for details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
All right, so we're out here in Trin City, all right, there's the industrial estate, and we're down in the back by Cadell Trading Limited, where a number of workers been having some issues out here, and we're going to chat with Michael here, one of the workers. Apparently they're not allowed to go into the warehouse, and they have been instructed to stand by the guard booth, which you could see behind us here. So they have them huddled up, they're kind of like, what they look like, all in prison, they boy. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So we're here with Michael. Yeah, Michael, tell us a little bit about the issues and about the issue that's taking place here right now.
Well, we're getting some problems here. They only have us working late hours since last year. They're underpaying us for working on them late hours. And they're telling us we have to work more hours. And we are done already clocking 10 hours a day.
So basically you're working 8 hours?
Exactly.
Right, which is our working day, because our working week is 8 by 6 or 8 by 5?
Well, we work Saturday on, Saturday off.
All right, cool. So the issue now with the overtime, so they're asking all to stay back and work late hours, and so obviously you must have overtime payment coming here.
They're not asking us, they are telling us we have to work more than the hours we are already working.
With pay or without pay?
Well, they're running same flat. If they're paying you $20 an hour, they're running same flat $20 for that hour.
So how many hours over you all have been working so far?
Well, they don't exactly tell you exactly how much hours. If a container comes, whatever time that customer officer reach, and each time the container finish, that each time you get to go.
Oh yeah, because I remember I used to work Brighton at that time, and we used to offload containers. So it's really when the container could be parked up in the yard, but until the customer officer reach, you can't open the container, you can't do anything. So if the customer officer reach 8 o'clock in the night, then you have to sit down and wait till 8 o'clock in the night to offload the container.
Exactly.
And that's how the thing does go.
And as you can see, workers tired and frustrated. Yeah. Because we keep working hours and more hours and more hours, and they keep demanding more hours.
Okay, so what you all had a meeting with management? You all requested a meeting with management?
Requested a meeting with management. The so-called HR, to us, we don't even know if he qualified to be an HR, came downstairs, and he was very hostile. They had an HR, the HR didn't even last 2 months. She came like they just start to come down with one set of rules, and she just walk out at lunchtime and never come back.
So I understand that some memos and stuff was circulated. They give all their memos stating this is what is going to be taking place from now. You'll be required to work the extra hours, so on and so forth. How many memos all they got?
I can't even count how much memos we get. We might be getting more than 20 memos. And they're just making up rules as it go by.
All right. So what's taking place right now is not when you all came and you became employed here. Those were not the rules that existed then. No. So the rules have changed, but they haven't notified you all of any rules changing or any change in the rules, and asked all to sign your contract based on the changes of those rules to see if you agree or disagree.
Here is no contract. Okay. You come here, they talk to you, ask you if you could work late, certain things they ask you. All right, if they like how you look, wherever, they hire you.
Okay, now, all right, I think again, that's just what's going on, you know. So why it is you all not allowed in the warehouse now?
Because we had certain circumstances that we could not stay back.
Right.
So we work our 8 hours, and we end up leaving and clock out every single thing. When we came back yesterday, whole day yesterday we was here. The guard said that's how we could come onto the compound. Exactly, and they're trying to hide all the workers.
Oh, so they want to clean the roads.
Because they don't want nobody, they don't want nobody to see what's going on. Exactly, they're trying to hide them again. They don't want them in the front here.
But they told all they could stay there, right?
And now how all they reach and all they filming it, they don't want nobody to see. And only trying to hide us.
Okay, so
yesterday, the boss came when he see that, he said that he don't want us on the compound. But we complying. As always, we just comply with the one, but they only want more and more and more and more, and how much we could comply with.
Well, exactly. I mean, if all are getting properly compensated, all they have no problem giving more.
We don't have no problem with that. Right. How much more all they want us to give? All they want us to live on all their compound?
Wow. What sort of advice you got from the labor union or your union leader, or any labor union at all?
He is giving us proper advice, but they don't want it. They don't even want to speak with him. They don't even want him reach on this little piece of pitch right here.
Oh yeah, because I myself was told not to stand here because they don't want us on this here because apparently that is part of the property and that is part of the compound. So we out here on the road and that's why we're talking here. So you can see they moved the employees from this area. Now when we came here, when we arrived, this is where they were at. They were in this area here. All right, everybody came outside onto the road, but we got advice from the union leader that, listen, comply with what they ask and just go back inside. So they went back there, and now they've been moved from there because apparently it's too much attention. Seems like, you know, something similar is taking place in terms of the warehouse workers and negotiations with management. They're saying working the extra hours is not a problem. Once we properly compensated for the hours that we work. And I think that's just fair. So we will, you know, keep in contact with you guys, and of course we'll see how the development takes place, and if management decides to sit and talk with the workers or at least a union representative to see how they could come to an agreement where, you know, they don't want to fire anybody and nobody don't lose the job and that kind of thing. Because I actually have the post that they did put up. It was screenshotted and sent to us, so, you know, you can take a look at it and you'll see it for yourself, because we have it before it was pulled down. All right, so a slight turn of events here, because what happened, they told the workers to go back inside because they didn't want them out in the road, right? That was earlier. And now, we were here, we were talking with the union representative. We just finished talking with the union representative. They said the boss on the way, they don't want them out on the road, they don't want them blocking up the gate. And they went inside as they were instructed to do. And now, while we were waiting here and we were just about to leave, they were sent back outside. All right, so they put them back out to the road now. So, you know, it's like, well, as they describe it, it's a kind of little children behavior going on. Why it is all they come back outside?
Because apparently them have a problem. I don't know where's the problem. They told us this morning that they want us inside by the guard booth. We went and we wait by the guard booth. They take one man yesterday, he wasn't here now, but they take him inside to talk to him or something like that. And they tell the rest of us wait outside until they're ready for we one by one. Them, I don't know where's the plan, but we're just waiting to see. Right now we're just complying and following what they say for now. Because we know in the long run, we're waiting to see what the others say now. Because up till now, nobody come down and say, well, we're willing to talk to all and negotiate anything yet.
So they wanted to see all one by one, not as a group?
One by one and not as a group.
So they're putting all out as a group, but they want to come back in one by one.
There are some hidden agenda, but as I said, right now we just trying to stay legal and within we rights, and we're not doing anything too hasty or risky, or you know. So we just wait, we just following what others say, and we waiting to see. Because up till now, like, they're still showing no kind of sign of concern. You know? Up till now, nobody come here to say, well, hey, we got to negotiate with them and talk to them and, you know, try to help the matter now. Them just on games.
I understand it had a fella here with the wife pregnant or some kind of thing, so and he had to leave the other day. Somebody who wife expecting or something, so his girlfriend expecting, and he had to leave the other day, and then they allow him to leave 5 o'clock, and when he come back the next day or some kind of thing, he fall into the group here that have the issue with the overtime pay and so on and so forth. Who's that person? He not here today? Oh God, boy. Well, well, all right.
Very nasty in Labour Board. The Labour Board, they ain't even reach 50% dealing with the case.
In Labour Board, what?
In Labour Board, the cases ain't even reach 50% dealing with them. With this company, Cadell Trading Limited. In Labour Board is very stink when it comes into the name. Very nasty.
Wow. Well, boy, our next case. You have a next case.
Ash will deal with this. Because some pictures say that I can send you that they could air tomorrow also with the working conditions. And when guys take sick days, they're saying we're taking too much.
All right.
And that we're getting suspended for it. And even when we get suspended, they even get no letter. They're telling you, well, you home for a week. And when they come back out, they get a letter.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the kind of things going on.
But nobody can get a letter dismissal, right? No. So let's still hoping to meet with them and negotiate. But who's the man in charge? Who's the person that? Because like I was talking to all the union rep and they say, boy, sometimes it's not the boss. Sometimes our boss doesn't know what the people that he put in certain position, the decision they're making. Is the financial? All right. So the financial controller is the man that calling the shots in terms of the overtime work and whatever.
He's signing off to everything.
Yeah, he's signing off on everything.
He running everything. He running everything with the company. Nobody have a title in the company. Down to toilet paper had to go through the Jansinat.
Seriously?
Down to toilet paper, you can't even buy.
Warehouse and all the managing. A lot of people have left because he has verbally abused them.
Cost.
Wow. Yeah.
Obscene language. They tell we cannot use obscene language downstairs while talking to we workers. He costs everybody.
Wow. All right, so it's all taking place at Cadell Trading. All right, so these fellas out here, they said they'll call them in one by one. I feel like they're going to school again, but they're like real school children out here. Why? No, serious, no, they don't like school children out here. No big man here, why? Nah, man. You serious, why? Nah, man. Nah.
Can't employ nobody, but last night, up on the Shulaka page, employment.
Yeah, well, I saw a picture of that. So all that gonna be in this tomorrow morning.
And they don't want to employ nobody. Because we had 100 workers, but right now we have about 30-something workers, and they want the work of 100 and more workers.
Oh.
They retrenched 5 men, right?
Right.
5 men they retrenched last year December, right? Within that 5 men they retrenched last year December, all of a sudden, room for employment open up.
Well, boy, I didn't know it was so. I didn't know it was so, you know. I didn't know it so, boy.
The paying off union, they're telling you, know. They didn't care about that. The paying off union.
The paying off union. They didn't care about that. Well, boy, you hear any testimony from the workers out here. So, from what I understand, these guys, they have been asked to do the work of what 2-3 times the amount all, yeah? Right. So they're asking them to do the job. They're asking 25 men to do a 100-man job. The job that 100 men could do. And they want them to stay back, do the overtime without the extra pay or without being properly compensated. And they have not gotten a meeting with anybody to sit down and negotiate. Okay? And as a matter of fact, they're not even on contract because nobody didn't sign a contract here. Good. So nobody agreed to these kind of hours at the beginning. So, and they came in, they were employed under certain circumstances and a certain agreement. And now the agreement just changed and they're making it up as they go. And they have made the adjustment in terms of the workers and the salary. All right, so that's what it's all about here in Trinity at the industrial estate by Cadell Trading. All right.
All right.
You know, No, you sound like that. You sound like one of them DJs there, you know. All right.
So that should be a drop in?
Yeah, that should have been a drop.
So that is the situation at Cadell Trading. Now, in the paper this morning on page 9, today's Friday, we went and did that report on Wednesday morning. President of the National Workers Union, Dave Smith, is calling for the immediate reinstatement of 25 workers who were dismissed by their employer, Cadell Trading, on Wednesday after complaining about long hours of work. That's when we were there. When, from time we land, they started, go behind the gate. That them like we're a little children, you know, big men, you know.
Wow.
Hours after they were dismissed, the union said advertisements went up for the positions they held. The company is based at the Trin City Industrial Estate. Smith is demanding that the workers return without loss of pay and said the union would report this matter to the industrial court. NWU said the dismissed workers, including 20 warehouse attendants and 5 drivers who were remunerated just above the minimum wage, were locked out on Tuesday, the day after they complained about the hours of work. Smith explained their normal hours of work was 8 to 5 p.m. That is exactly what the guy told me.
Right.
But they had been working extended hours since November. On Monday, the workers informed their supervisor they wanted to leave work at the stipulated time their shift ended and were reportedly told they could do what they wanted. When they reported for duty on March 6th, the security at the gate had a list of the names of workers who were not authorized to take up duty. The 25 whose names were on the list were prevented from entering by letter dated March 7th and signed by operations manager Arun Ramlal. The workers were told they had been dismissed. On that same day, Cadell Trading advertised for warehouse attendants and drivers. The CEO of the company is Sean Hadid. Smith, in a letter to the Human Resources Department, said, the action of the company is contrary to good industrial relations practice as there was no explanation for the lockout and dismissal. He said, quote, if our information is correct, Smith wrote, this will be an industrial relations offense under the Industrial Relations Act. He requested the immediate return of the workers without loss of pay and an explanation of what is behind the lockout. He said, quote, we will be reporting this matter to the industrial court unless we can receive a confirmation that the workers have been allowed to return to work immediately without loss of pay. Cadell Trading is the warehouse arm of Cadell Trading and Knights Investment Limited. It owns and runs the Francis Fashion Shoe Locker chain of retail stores, which has over 30 branches nationwide. Now, very quickly here, on the Facebook page, this was sent to us by one of the workers before they pulled it down. There is a, okay, this is the warehouse and inside the warehouse and stuff. But I wanna really concentrate on the Facebook post that went up because it was eventually deleted from their site. But there it's there. Ah, there it is. On the, does it have the date? 7 minutes, this would have been on Tuesday, right? Francis Fashion Shoe Locker, looking for a job, vacancies, Francis Fashion Shoe Locker, hashtag vacancies, right? Male heavy tea drivers, male warehouse attendants. And those are the 2 positions in question with these guys hold, right?
That is what Cadell Trading is?
What, Francis Fashion? Yeah, they're the parent, they're the...
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Now, the employees, when they saw this, they told me, they say from the time they saw that, they already knew that the company had intentions of getting rid of them. Right. That is what they told me, right?
You would know.
Because they saw the post. And they say, but wait now, like they look in the...
Because everybody know that the positions are filled already, so who they look at?
How come they hired?
Right.
So they eventually told me that this was taken down from their page, but not before they screenshot it and sent it to us. Alright, they said they were being dismissed without any dismissal letter or anything like that. Well, from the time they see the post, they say, well, boy, like we're getting dismissed. Now, an employer is responsible for the safety of the worker at the workplace, and this is why a worker can refuse to carry out a lawful and legitimate order that threatens his life, limb, or contrary to the law. Otherwise, the worker must comply and then complain. OSH, right? the OSHA, needs to be complied with by all employers. Okay, that's obvious. And now, once a worker, in terms of severance pay, let me just get some of these things out. Let me just get some of these. Anyhow, oh Lord. All right, let me go through all of that. Right. The second schedule of the Minimum Wage Act specifies overtime wages for all workers. One for overtime work beyond 8 hours on a normal working day. The first 4 hours is 1.5 times your hourly rate. They are saying that they're getting the same rate within the 8 to 5 hours, right? And the second 4 hours is 2 times the hourly rate. Huh? Thereafter, 3 times the hourly rate.
Right. That's on a regular day. That's not a Saturday or anything, right? That's a regular day, Monday to Friday.
And 2 for overtime work beyond 10 hours on a working day of a 4-day week. Right? First 4 hours, 1.5 times hourly rate, and so on and so forth, right? So they sent, they sent some of this to me, but there's a letter here that they got.
You don't know that on a Saturday it's a totally different.
That's a total double time, right? Yeah.
And like off the bat, from the first 4 hours is double time off the bat, and then 4 hours after that it's triple time, and so forth and so forth and so forth.
And what they're saying,
they're saying they're working Saturday.
Yeah.
They owe them some serious money.
They're working, they're saying they're calling them or they're telling them they can't go. You had one guy, his wife took in sick, and he had to leave.
Yeah. And she's pregnant.
Right. So, no.
She
was sick. She was
just sick, okay.
Yeah. And he had to leave. And what they're saying is he left. And when he got to work the next day, it was 8:10. And he get a warning letter. Reaching 10 minutes late.
Yeah,
they said first it was 15 minutes grace.
Oh, you have grace. I was not going to ask you that.
15 minutes grace, then it come down to 10, now it come down to 5.
Oh, so they changed it. But they make the workers aware that it's down to 5 before he got the letter.
The workers told me that. The workers told me
No. When he got the letter for the 10 minutes late, was he aware that the 10 minutes grace was no longer, it's now 5 minutes grace?
Well,
that is the part that
I would imagine he would have known. But that's what they are saying.
Well, if he knows he getting a warning letter, he had no choice. He had to take it. Yeah.
Now there's the Cadell trading letter. Could we get that up? Cadell trading, the last letter that they said. Not that one, the other one. The one with the header. I think that's the second piece of the letter.
Okay.
Right, this here. Could you, I can't make it out. Right, good. Take down the lower third now. Right. We refer to the subject. Voice, you can see better than me. Okay.
We refer to the subject at the caption and to draw to your attention that on the 5th of March, you're going
together with others walked off the job and walked out without explanation.
Reasonable
excuse
and without approval
from your principals.
From your principals. Principals? Really? We wish to also draw to your attention that on the 6th of March 2018, on the following day, you together with the same others assembled in a mass from about 7:50 a.m. to about 1 p.m. outside and opposite the company's compound, behaving in a boisterous and noisy manner and an attempt to input the companies into disrepute. Mr. Pickering, you may recall repeated requests and urging from the warehouse manager and others from the company to enter the compound of the company, clock and sign in, and to perform the duties you are obligated to perform in relation to your contract of employment. Mr. Pickering, you may also recall that you have refused to accede to the repeated requests and urging from your principals and other officials in the company, and they remained outside the company's compound without explanation and with the same others who were gathered there. In regards and in light of your actions and behavior on the 5th of March and the 6th of March 2018, we have, after full and careful consideration of your behavior and actions, have decided to terminate your service to Cadell Trading Limited with immediate effect as a result of the following: 1, serious misconduct, which was willful in character and as such grave nature that it transgressed from some established and defined rules of action in relation to your work. 2, willful disobedience to serious orders of the company which were reasonable and lawful in connection with your work, 3, willful breach of trust and confidence by virtue of your acts to omission and
acts of omission and or
concealment and or sabotage
in order to undermine
and disrupt the company's warehousing, distribution and operational functions. 4, neglect of duty. 5, disloyalty by virtue of a breach and or willful breach of the implied conditions of the contract of employment.
Okay, now there's a video there that they sent to me on Tuesday. Director, if you can just go up to Tuesday 8:25 a.m., you're going to see a video with them outside the compound. That is the day before we came. We went there.
That is the day they're speaking about, the Tuesday and the Wednesday.
Right. Right, this is them outside. They said in a boisterous manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In a unruly or boisterous, right?
Yeah.
You could run the audio with it, you know, what people are here.
Yeah, I was not going to say that. That's here.
So for going to let him know, everybody else on the same page, if he can't address everybody, let him know, well, tell him we go man down, because then he can take it out of about 20 memo. Go man down, let we know what already doing, what they said we want, what they find. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of let's tell him we work? We work 8 to 5. 8 to 5 we work 8 hours and 8 hours. And you 9 hours we here. 9 hours because it's lunch. Right? So we work 8 hours flat. Right? And normal day work is 8 to 4:30, right? You work 8 to 4, right? You work 8 hours. From the 8 hours you work, you tell them we have to work late. Then every day now.
No, I telling you, this is serious. This is serious. This is serious. Nah, I mean, this is serious. No, I'm telling you, they're overdoing it and they're pretending like they don't know what's going on, they know what's going on. No, they're pretending, because here what all they want, we work 20 hours, all they do even when we go home, we can't take a break, we can't do nothing. Exactly. Exactly. The whole warehouse and they only pick and choose then who all they want.
They're coming downstairs, right? They're coming downstairs every day. Stay 3-4 hours. None of them have one boot. And one only walking around looking for things.
Smile, Shelly. Smile for the camera, Shelly.
They pay me money. You want your money now?
Yeah. So there, I mean, when I got down there, nobody was outside on Wednesday. They had them behind the gate. When they saw me reach, because the guy who spoke to me, well, he has us on Facebook, he follows the page, he follows the program. And he was mentioning me all the time, and he was saying, Stephan, boy, look, you getting thing. And, you know, and this is a guy, you know, they really, you know, I've never heard him complain about anything such as this. And I went down there, and this is how they had them. They told them they don't want them in the road. So every letter is saying that all they behave badly on Tuesday.
Yeah.
On Wednesday they come, they weren't allowed into the warehouse, according to them, and they wanted them behind the gate and not in the road because they didn't want to create.
But that's in contrary to the letter already.
Right, because and they complied. Because they weren't even in the road on Wednesday when we got there.
Yeah, but the letter says that how they on Wednesday they were in the road, they were told to come in and they did not.
Right, but when hold on, when they came outside, it's because they let them outside, you know. They tell them go back out. They tell
because
them go outside.
I'm seeing that's a security gate.
Right.
So the only way they could exit is if somebody buzzes them out.
Right. So when they came outside, when I was talking to them outside, I say, how are they not coming outside? Because we were ready to go, you know. And then all of them started to come outside. They say, boy, they send me back outside. I say, well, they send all them back out. They say, wait out here, and they will call us in one by one. Well, from the time I hear that, I don't know goose scope.
One by one means
just open the phone line and take a couple calls from me now. Before we go to the break, Trini Kickboxers here. What's going on, Quincy?
If there's anybody out there that actually could give us a little insight as to if these guys and they have a case, if they actually, you know, within their rights, if they're being victimized via what you saw.
Them say they're working like 20 hour days or something. One of them bought me out they're working about 20 hours a day.
Yeah, because I heard that in the thing, he said all you have is working 20 hours a day. Yeah. And for that, and what they're thinking for is the compensation, basically pay me for my job.
Because I asked them on several occasions, I said, do you guys have a problem
with the
doing the overtime work if you're properly compensated? They said, no, we do have a problem with that. But what they're asking us to do, according to them, is to work the extra hours and we're not getting properly compensated. That's what we have a problem with.
And they're demanding that they work the extra hours, which is something that... Yeah. Overtime is something that I'm asking you to work some overtime. Isn't it? That's how it works.
I don't think overtime is something mandated.
No, I don't think it's mandated.
I don't think overtime is something that has been mandated.
I think that is something you're supposed to...
Can I force a man to work overtime?
You can ask.
You give the option.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello? All right. Even when I was a warehouse worker at AS Bryden in Sadu Trees, when container come, the boss and me to come out and say,
hello?
Container
Morning.
come in. Morning, morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Voice again. Mr. Voice,
yes.
Where is alleged Minister Jennifer Batiste? This company, Cadell Trading, have a bad reputation, and for that matter, all the 1% treat all the little black man like that. Just like that. When they get ill, they send them home with no severance. As the young man said, they have a bad track record, and they pay off who they can pay off. Union, doctor, anybody. It is wrong, and Madam Jennifer Batiste, you were in a position once in the union. Get up and do something. We have slavery here. I'm ashamed today to look at this TV and see my little children there like slaves. God bless.
All right. And I'll see if I can get on to Cadell Trading, to somebody Cadell Trading today.
Because
I don't know.
Good morning, good morning. Is that...
Hello, good morning.
You're listening on the television. They're going to take
our next
caller. Someone here says, you cannot have persons who drive vehicles working long hours. The safety will be compromised as well too.
But that is another thing that they mentioned to me when I was out there.
Yeah,
morning.
Yeah, morning, Stephan, Mr. Voice.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Keep up the struggle, man, for workers and keep doing a good job. It's only advantage in this country.
Yeah.
Only advantage with workers. I called a couple of weeks ago and I said government workers as well, and it's the same thing. You're not getting reduced, your allowances and all of that. And my union is NUGFW, and I don't know what to say. This government is the worst. They are it's sad for this country, where we are today. But people not getting together, you see. That's part of the problem.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Someone says Trinidad seems to have no laws against discrimination or harassment of workers. Yeah, boy. It seems
morning.
So.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yes. Okay, under federal law, I'm reading international law, right? Because I would imagine that international law also applies
some
across the board. It is not illegal for employers to require their employees to work overtime. However, the Fair Labor Standards Act requires that for some jobs, employees required to work more than 40 hours a week must be paid time and a half, their regular hourly wage, plus 50%.
And I think that is what the guys are there asking for, proper compensation. I mean, if I'm going to be working extra hours, at least let me smile. You understand what I'm saying? At least let me smile. Let me get what is my just due. They're not asking for anything extra. It's not like they're out there saying, you know, listen, we want double time if we had to do this extra work. In the first 4 hours, as soon as you finish, you want a double time or you want a triple time one time.
No.
They're asking for what is due.
Now, take this call and then I'll read something here. Somebody asks, can my employer force me to work overtime? And the answer is interesting. Hello, good morning.
Caller?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yes, Stephan, good morning.
Yeah.
Where are the union? Where are the union who representing these workers?
Well, they gave a statement in the paper today, to the media. The president at the time was on his way, but we had already gone. He didn't reach while we were there.
Yeah, but you see that the union cares more no one.
Yeah.
Right? When them sit down on the table, they put sugar in their mouth to speak to you. And after you turn away from them, they forget you, you know. Them concerned about the money.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. Now, we got to go to our break. We're 27 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. can my employer force me to work overtime? This is the question, and the answer was, yes, your employer can force you to work overtime and can terminate you if you refuse to work the mandatory overtime. The FLSA, which is the Federal Law Standards Act, does not set a maximum amount of hours that an employer is allowed to have their employees work, as long as the employees are getting paid time and a half for the overtime work. Yeah. There are no limits set. Some states' laws give their employees more rights, so it is important to check your state's Department of Employment to determine the limitations set on mandatory overtime. So yes, they can force you to work overtime.
Well, I don't consider it force. I consider that they can put you to work the overtime.
But even self,
but you must be compensated.
You still have to be properly compensated.
That's the thing.
Right? And are there any limits to mandatory overtime? Federal law does not limit the amount of overtime an employer can require. So long as employees are paid in accordance with the law and the mandatory overtime does not create a safety risk.
Right.
Right?
That safety risk as the guy who had his wife sick, he had to go.
Right. Now union, it goes on to say union contracts and other types of employment contracts may also restrict the amount of overtime an employer can demand under their collective bargaining agreement. Wow. So that's the next thing they have to find out.
What is your union? Yeah,
right. And violation of these agreements is considered a breach of contract and can open the employer to a civil suit. Right. So you have to find out what your labor, what the bargaining agreement, the collective bargaining agreement with the union that represents you all and that company is.
Yes, that's right.
All right. So
before you jump out, someone said I had worked for one of the biggest companies in the country, and the same little boy treatment we went through. It's only when they realized I wasn't backing down and they started to follow the industrial relations. Before that, they always tried to intimidate the workers. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to intimidate you all right now.
And the last thing I want to read, what if I refuse to work mandatory overtime? And the answer is, an employee that refuses to work overtime when requested to do so by their employer may be fired or subject to discipline. However, there are some instances where termination of an employee because they refuse to work overtime is illegal. If the mandatory overtime violates a contract, creates a safety or health hazard, or is not compensated in accordance with state and federal law, the overtime may be challenged.
Okay.
All right? So there you have it. So these guys look like they have a case, because if they weren't properly compensated, Cadell Trading may have a battle on their hand there. All right? So we're going to take a break.
Good morning, Darian Stummers and Ashmead Mohammed. Yes. Let's say good morning. Great comments. Thanks a lot.
So we're going to take a break. When we return, Trini Kickbox is here, and he has some tips on some household items that you can use to work out at home. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym. Yeah, man.
St. Joseph, you're invited.
This Monday,
it's about you and your future.
At the UNC Monday Night Forum.
At the St. Joseph Secondary School. It's about moving from a minimum wage
to a living wage.
It's about fixing our healthcare system and getting free education back on track.
It's about making you safer.
The UNC Monday Night Forum is in St. Joseph.
This Monday, 12th March.
At the St. Joseph Secondary School, formerly known as Kirep Secondary.
Come out and join us.
This Monday.
It's about taking you and TNT forward.
This Monday night.
At the UNC Monday Night Forum.
The time is now.
Join us, and remember, we are UNC and proud.
Begin imagining with Value Optical and the start of the voyage of discovery with eyewear beyond your dreams. See the beauty beyond through lenses that transition you into the supernova of tomorrow. Open your eyes today and see your wonderland. Save up to 25% on wondrous eyewear style and technology. Visit us in-store or online for details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Nabi's Medical Marketing, the one-stop shop for all your surgical and medical supplies. Presently specializing in pharmaceutical, medical, and home healthcare supplies. Nationwide distributors for pharmacies, private and public hospitals. Fully stocked showroom with a complete range of home healthcare products. Wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and more. Sole distributors for the Cook medical range of products, including in vitro fertilization products, invasive as well as minimal invasive lines throughout the Caribbean. Currently supplies all IV solutions and dialysis products. Also available life support oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and much more. Now exclusive at Nabi's. Our latest addition, the new 6-in-1 mini lab, which can be used professionally or in the privacy of your home. Tests include glucose, total cholesterol, cholesterol HDL, cholesterol LDL, triglycerides, and hemoglobin. These machines are life-saving. Visit our showroom at number 5 to 6 Harris Street, Curep. Telephone 645-5577 or 662-7533. Nabi's, a company with 40 years of experience in the medical field.
The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your number one choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. Number 1, Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And number 3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including manual and hydraulic crimpers, pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, San Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Get the solution you need from Green Dot. Our TV packages offer just the right balance, giving you quality entertainment and a wide range of exciting channels. Our broadband packages are made to power all your household needs, whether you're streaming, gaming, or updating your profile. Plus, we have the lowest price TV and broadband bundles, a package that's tailored for the times. So sign up.
I come out to wine, boy, I come here to wine. I come here to wine, my waist down low. I come out to wine, boy, I come here to wine. I come here to wine and go down low. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. Come, let me show you how the thing go. I want you come speak my lingo. Oh, show me how the thing go. I want you come speak my lingo. Let me go. Enough of the talking. Get back to the flexing. And after the drinking, we go get to the next thing. You put your hand on my bumper.
Nice man. So that is the bands there. I have my
yes you do. Yes,
my bag of bands, don't I? So Kwesi's here for the kickbox.
Morning everyone.
And,
morning Trinidad and Tobago.
We're going to talk a little bit this morning about those of you who don't like to leave home, or maybe you don't have time for the gym?
Yeah, you don't have time for the gym, you don't have resources, you don't have the time, you don't have equipment, etc.
So we're going to talk about that in terms of what you can find at home.
Yeah, what you can find at home, what you can use at home to still have an effective workout, and still see the results. Right? So basically things around the home, a broomstick, bottles of water, detergent, chairs, what you call it, above the door, right? Steps, you could use step, which is a conventional one. You could walk the steps, different things that you could use.
Okay.
To work out, right? Now, with the second video, which
we're going to go to now.
Yeah, we will go to now.
We will get a better example of what Kwesi is talking about.
Yeah. So this one here is just basically the bands, which would be able to supplement your home workouts, which I always call it like a gym in a bag.
Yeah, a gym in a bag.
A gym in a bag. You get the resistances that you need, and you get all the different varying exercises that you can do. Now these bands, because of International Women's Day, or I like to call it International Women's Week, because I am celebrating it for the whole week, and a lot of people are. You can get it for $2.99 with us, right? In Body Glow, it's $3.45.
Right.
For just this week only, so you have basically a window of a day and two, today and probably Friday, Saturday, tomorrow. You can get the bands for $2.99. Which would be delivered to you.
Oh, it's going to be delivered for $2.99.
Yes.
All right. So for $2.99, you can get yourself a bag of bands, the bag of the bands there, and it will be delivered. You don't even have to leave your comfort at home.
Exactly. It comes with 5, and we will be going to South today because we have a few deliveries, like about 4 or 5. So if you're in South and you're watching this morning and you are interested in getting these bands, contact us. Not now, because a lot of people just always call me when
you're on here. Yeah. Wait till he's
Not
off
now,
here.
Call or WhatsApp is always ideal, and we will deliver the bands to you. Now the second video
right.
shows...
This is going to show some of the examples of what you can use at home.
All
right, take us to the second video. Right, let me move the lower third and thing.
Yeah, move the lower third.
Move all them things.
You give me something I need, yeah. You give me something I bleed, yeah. You give me something I crave, oh, I really need you too. I really wanna feel great now, so let me have my way now. No one ever gonna leave, cause I'm so invested in you. Cause I really feel a vibe every time you set the right down. And nobody like this man, it's nothing like this, and it's nothing like you. Nothing and nobody like you. And every single time we touch, no one ever wanna stop it.
That's the video.
So just run the video without the audio and he'll talk over it.
Yeah, the video.
Right, so yeah, let's get back to it.
Okay, right, so as you can see, this is like a normal broomstick. I took off the broom, right, and I got like fabric softener and a detergent. You get the price when people buy it, right? You can use it to your bicycles, and you can even use it to do squats as well. The broom here, you can see using the broom to do chest presses, right? You're using your own body weight.
Right.
Your own body weight to do the movements. That's the reverse as well, right? The hands in a different direction. Okay, so we're working a different part, and then there's the tricep exercise. Now this seems difficult.
That chair sliding there, no Kwesi. That chair sliding there, no, don't tell me you fall, you know.
Right, and then you can do the lunges here, the Bulgarian lunges, which
wow.
is quite effective. Listen, if you're doing those, it seems easy, but it's quite.
No, trust, any lunges is only lunges not easy.
Yeah.
Lunges might seem to look easy, but it ain't easy.
Yeah, exactly. So these workouts, a lot of people, they have these things. Even a gas tank. Like when I started off, I was working with a gas tank.
With a gas tank?
A full gas tank, and I would use it. I would when Sunday morning when the gas truck pass, I make sure get all the workouts in.
Wow.
Before I get hooked up. And when my mom not home, I used to take it off and do my work. I put them back, right? So basically, when I always say, well, there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way.
Right? There's a way, because a lot of people they're thinking, okay, well, I don't have resources, I don't have money, I don't have the time.
I don't have money to go to the gym. I don't have the money to go to the gym, and the hours that I'm working.
Exactly.
I cannot make the gym. You know, so these are ways that you could just at home and you could use what's around you.
Exactly, you could use what is around you, and then
a
the
broomstick,
bands
yes?
as well. A broomstick, exactly, and the bands as well, the bands would supplement that workout, right? It gives you a different, it gives you a lot of options when it comes to working out, right? As you know, the bands,
yeah,
right? The bands gives you that as well.
There are many different variations that you could do with the bands of different exercises.
Yes.
In terms of
you can run it again.
Resistance for squats.
Yeah.
Mountain climbers.
Mountain climbers. Yeah.
You could do bicep curls with the bands.
Yeah.
You could choose your weight. You could add on. It's
and
very good.
The bands come with 5 different resistances. So you have the yellow, red, blue.
It goes from 5,
black.
10, 15,
yeah, well,
20, 35.
Light, but they have different levels of resistances, but it's like light, extra light, heavy, extra heavy, etc. On the bands it has that, and it comes with an instructional guide. So those of you guys who you're thinking about the investment, it is worth it. Basically, that's what I use. Right?
Yeah,
that's what I use.
Yeah, that's what he uses a lot, you know. And look at him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I recently got mine.
Body weight exercises. You could use this and you could get the body that you want. You don't have to invest in a gym. Once you be committed and consistent, because a lot of people they're not motivated. They like that wow factor, like to get up, travel or drive and go to the gym, right? To go to the gym and to get that. Some people they don't have that motivation to stay home. So that's where the goals come in.
And
so
I mean, at the end of the day, right? Most gyms are $300 a month.
Exactly.
So in terms of the bands and the special, you're paying like $299. You're paying, let's say, $300, right?
Yeah.
You're paying $300 basically for the bands, and you have that until whenever, because these bands are very strong. You cannot burst them.
You can't.
I guarantee you could pull. You and the next person could pull, and only go and burst these bands.
You're not gonna burst.
It have a lot of resistance in them.
Yeah, and it's high quality bands.
You could, because of the different exercises that you could use them for resistance training, that $300 that you might spend in the gym, not saying that, I'm not trying to deter people from going to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying it's a good investment if you do not have time to go to the gym.
Exactly.
So it's the same investment you would make if you had to spend $300 for a month in the gym.
Yeah.
And that's $300 per month. Once you spend this $300, you'd rather spend it next month.
Exactly. You have to spend it next month and next month after that. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
It's yours.
It's yours.
And
it's yours for keeps.
It comes in a carry-on bag like this.
So it's, look at that.
Very portable.
Imagine it have 5 bands inside of here.
Understand? So you can put that in your purse. You can put that in your
you understand?
Bag. You're going on vacation. You're traveling. And you have no access to the gym.
I was telling somebody the other day, like for women, right, with these bands, you know, you could use that as a defense weapon.
Exactly. And
not
only this is good for therapy as well, because a lot of people who have to rehabilitate because of an injury, a hand injury.
Yeah.
These bands are the doctors say
they recommend it.
They recommend it. These loop bands, they recommend the bands, the ball, even
to squeeze. Yeah.
Right? So these bands are also, you're thinking, okay, well, I don't have no need for this, but you may have out there, and you may have.
No, because because like a stroke, like somebody gets a stroke, and like my father with his right, I could tell him put the 2 bands here, and he could lie down in his bed, right, and he could just do so. And strengthen his hand. He could do it on his legs too, and just do so until he strengthens his legs.
I'm not sure if you remember the first time that we did the bands.
Yeah.
4 people who had strokes.
Yeah.
Called me and they
wanted to know about the band.
Yeah, they wanted the bands because they can't go to the gym. Right, they want that level of resistance to exercise the joints.
Yeah, because that's what you need to strengthen back the muscle.
Exactly.
So, you know, as a matter of fact, I didn't think about it, you know, I'll give him it today and have him just lie down in his bed and do this.
Exactly.
That's all you have to do, you know, and eventually the muscle will build back, your hand is going to become stronger because of the resistance.
Yeah, and then he could, as he gets stronger, he can start with the yellow one.
Right, and then he could go up.
And go up and increase it.
And go up and increase it. So it's good in terms of therapy. Physiotherapy. It could be used for physiotherapy. Not just for the arms, but for the legs as well.
And the abdominals.
And the abdominals. So it's a good investment. I would encourage anybody to get themselves these bands. And they're on special right now, so save yourself the $46. No, because it's usually $345. You're getting like $46 off.
Yeah.
I mean, in this kind of economy, any kind of dollar you could save.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you're getting it on special because International Women's Week, according to him. Women just get a whole week, men just get about a few hours. We don't even get a whole day, we just get 12 hours. After lunch, dice it.
After lunch,
nobody don't tell you happy International Men's Day.
What about Father's Day, though? Father's Day.
Oh, gosh. Well, Father's Day, get ready. As you mentioned, Father's Day. All I remember, June 17th, the Breaking Dawn cruise is on. It is Father's Day. Breaking Dawn Cruise, the advertised, the campaign coming soon to promote the boat ride.
Yes.
It's also the day
and I
before
will
my
be there
birthday.
as well. God permits life.
Yeah, it's also the day before my birthday, so I celebrated my birthday. If you want to come and party with me, you want to come and spend some time with me,
So
Mr.
Stephan,
Voice, the whole team here.
Am I getting a free ticket?
June 17th.
Free ticket or tickets?
You asking that?
Well, I will
Voice for the man go ask that. The man make me feel like home there, no? No, you gotta pay. But what I'm saying is...
You see, watch it out. What
This
happens in public?
Listen.
What happens in public? Next thing, Steph will come and say,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
doing.
what, here's not going on there, but you know, things tough with the economy tough.
Yeah, but I'm doing. He don't understand.
And Stephan.
You see, right now, Kwesi don't get Kwesi tickets free. Because there's Trini kickbox segment.
Only I hope you're recording this. There's
Trini kickbox
I'm
segment.
going live, eh? Now your first live video, eh? Yeah, but now your
Now
first live video,
alright. Trini
Stephan Reis.
Trini kickbox segment going on. So he don't access, he getting it. He getting comps. Voice not in the segment. No, you see, voice, if it was in the segment, you used to exercise, you used to take part. Well, then you could get a comment, but you gotta pay. And he come to play too, eh? No, well, I would just dock it out your salary. How we gonna get you full, how we gonna get you full money? I would say, how we have man over for tickets, eh? Yeah, so yeah, man, June 17th, look out for that. But in terms of the bands, we got to go to a break.
Yeah.
And before we wrap up, get the bands.
Yeah.
It will be delivered to you. You do not have to leave your
And
home.
we will be in South today. So if you're watching and in South, this is your window of opportunity, probably between after 12. Contact me, 762-2604, 762-2604, and get your order in.
Nice, man. So when we come back, we're going to wrap things up for today. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You'll wrap up with us.
All right, nice.
We'll be back after this. Stay tuned.
All right.
Get the solution you need from Green Dot. Our TV packages offer just the right balance, giving you quality entertainment and a wide range of exciting channels. Our broadband packages are made to power all your household needs, whether you're streaming, gaming, or updating your profile. Plus, we have the lowest price TV and broadband bundles, a package that's tailored for the times. So sign up for a solution that suits your needs. Call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tt today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Invigorate both mind and body with healthy lifestyle changes. Nicole Huggins.
All right, so we're back on to Breaking Dawn. We've got to wrap things up for today and for the week. It was a very eventful week, an exciting week, a controversial week.
And it's that?
A confrontational week.
My wife,
Why? Why did
no,
you say
I don't watch those live streams at all. But after when I saw yours, and I saw Phillip came on and he said chilling. I feel like drama.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Like drama.
No, but I mean, listen. Like I said, as we close up the week, Phillip, Janice told me, don't forget the PEP rally is on tomorrow, 6 p.m. But what Janice told me, she said, listen, not Janice, sorry, Phillip. She told me that when I invited them on this morning, Kim was coming.
Yeah.
That's what the director told me. And then when I told her, I said, well, Phillip wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't commit for this morning, but he'll probably come a day next week.
Okay, nice.
So probably Kim will come a day next week when Phillip is here, and we see we could have them in studio at the same time.
Nice.
So next week I'm working on that. But they couldn't come this morning. They couldn't make it this morning. It didn't make no sense Kim coming and Phillip not here, because then it would look like we bias and we just invite part of our synergy team on to talk about a situation when the person is not here. So
to answer.
Right. So, the bell will ring, but I guarantee it's going to be a more civilized conversation, nothing like what exploded there. I expect them to get into a little back and forth.
There's going to be some tit for tat, but we're here to referee.
We know.
Referee.
We know that one. I know Phillip in holding no grudge against nobody, and I know Kim in holding no grudge against nobody.
Yeah, everybody's about their business.
In the heat of the moment, wherever the case is.
Yeah,
but
we go bring it.
As soon as we could get them on, we'll get them on. Next week is going to be a very interesting week. But this week, boy. This week.
Yeah, this week.
I ain't lying, eh? You know, on Sesame Street, they used to say the letter of the day. Well, here now, the letter of the week in Trinidad and Tobago is CJ, you know.
Yeah,
boy. CJ, boy. That's the letters for the week. So, Breaking Dawn was brought to you by the letters C and J and the number 6. So the among the months of the sabbatical. We are out of here. Remember, don't be too quick to believe everything else. It's live, travel faster than the truth.
And please have a very good weekend going out to Anne, to Sals, to Shada, Zelina, Hayden, Sherma, and Colin Andrea. And Samantha.
And do not forget to order your bands. You can call Kwesi. And morning to Kelly as well, who was in the first video. Kwesi 762-2604. And you could get and order your bands for $2.99. He delivered it personally. Don't forget to advertise with Synergy TV. The lines are open all day. 310-2666, 310-2666. Dial that number and let's get the advertising going. All right? Nice, man. We want to push your brand and your product far.
Good morning, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Clash of Generations. You ready for it? Get ready. You're on the cruise. What are you doing?
I'm trying to do exercise. All right. Voice, you're turning on me, man. You're turning on me. I'm done. All right.
Israel failure with you right there.
All right.
One. Come on.
Oh, cool. Look that face. Eddie, man, look like
Rambo.
Hey, you look like
I'm real hard, boy. But I can see. Yeah, but you're feeling it here.
Wow.
Use your household items, people. Yeah, man.
When you have it natural.